Right. Quite luckily, you guys haven't missed anything yet. Besides that one incredible round of Friendly Fire's offense. I very much apologize for any problems within the cast, but OBS didn't fucking care for me casting an important match. So, we're back at it again. Round 5, by the way. Round 5.
Yeah, it's 2v2. You guys missed a clutch back victory by Friendly Fire, going from a 3v4 to a nice win, but now Friendly Fire again on defense. And the trend we see right now is that attack seems to be better for both teams, which is, in my opinion, rather unusual. Most of the time we do see Volk having a better time, but here Jittery Liz taking the first quick kill out from the center building. Oh, that's a...
In the hole, there's one more north side of it as
Jittery is calling out as well. Friendly Fire
yeah,
is
really
now...
small angle.
Yeah, definitely. So cool being in a spot that gets taken so many times already. But he missed on Soaks, and now he has to start watching for Jittery. And he is getting fired, and he's getting hurt by Soaks. He's gonna make it
close to you, far north corner.
Ooh, Norse is having a good angle on Jittery List's position right now. And he's trying to see if he can fire on Sogs. But unfortunately, he cannot see him. He did get returned fire, though. We can see that. He ducked down for something, and we know that isn't good.
I can't really, because I'm getting held from, like, motel or
Yep.
it might be Hoochie gas tanks. Deadshot, if you can maybe try and look at that.
There we have it. Communication is key, and this is what we're seeing out of it. We're going to get the most of the information out of there.
Yeah, he's still as far left into the corner as you can go, Jittery.
Wow, that's incredible. Okay. So cool has popped out of smoke, or has someone else? Ooh. He's waiting for the peek by Sogs. Third time's the charm. And he's getting shot by Deadshot. Wow, moving all the way around. Coordinator, you alright?
Yeah, I'm totally alright. I'm just watching. Deadshot really unexpected crossover there, going behind objective, and now we're trying to go for a backstab. But what that Deadshot doesn't know is that Roguedice is watching exactly the position where he might be coming from if he pushes further behind objective. And also Norse in quite the situation here behind one small wall. I'm not sure if they already have found out that he's there.
Yeah, they have, because Jittery List was definitely firing at him just a second ago. But offense seems to be doing really good again. 5v3 for the third time right now on the Marsok side, for no fun intended. Glass being pushed out, trying to move into Purzel, but Purzel is moving out as well, and he's getting killed off by Deadshot, who was watching Purzel's position like a king that he is at this moment. This teamwork is incredible, and I cannot say this often, but this is very good looking for NFI at this moment. And now defense has to start moving or thinking about moving back to the objective, because Roguedice is definitely not sure what is going to happen around the objective, but Deadshot gets that the final kill.
Yeah, sadly no cap for no fun intended. They did have the chance, but in the end a kill is a kill, and getting the round is definitely more important than risking it in an uncertain situation for them. They still didn't know that Roguedice was that far back and seemingly unaware that no one was on the objectives. So they just continued with their plan and shooting everything that moves and is not on their side. So perfectly played by them. Beautiful round. Pretty quick over as well. Only 3 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. We only have to wait 60 seconds for the delay to actually start the game. But it doesn't really matter too much at all. We're seeing just a very good game. Very good kills on both sides. It's looking pretty good. But the only thing is, Friendly Fire has to win this round in order to have a feeling of an advantage on probably the final round. Remember, on Marsok you have to work just a tad bit harder than on defense. On defense, you can sit your ass down, you can hold an angle, and you can just make sure that they don't reach the objective. Not that difficult, as in, you have less to worry about. On Marsok, your enemies can be anywhere at all, you don't know it, and they can just be sitting still, and you still don't know it. And as Marsok, you have to stay moving. If you're gonna sit your ass down and defend one position your entire round, you're gonna lose because you run out of time.
Yeah, I'm wondering why it is the case right here that both teams seem to lack a little bit on defense. I mean, both teams aren't playing particularly bad on defense, but it's like sometimes things get peaked a little too much, and
Definitely.
the attacking sides are a little bit more competent. But let's see if No Fun Intended can break that curse right now and take us to the second map, or if Friendly Fire keep us on this one.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's not giving me the right software. What the hell is it doing?
Yeah, it's not starting a stream.
No, it's starting a different stream. That was not right.
Oh.
Now we're just gonna have to just go into the chat.
Yeah, I already wrote that it's right back, but
So there we go. We might not have the same tags, and we're not gonna have the same amount of viewers, but unfortunately we have to deal with it. This is going to be round 6, by the way. Sorry for the wrong count. Again, apologies for my... I accidentally selected in YouTube Studio that it would end the stream if I ended. But that's not a smart choice. Next time it won't happen.
Happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, stupid that OBS just decides to crash, but here we go, next round. Let's see. No kills yet. But obviously this objective we already had with Friendly Fire defending, a very open one. I'd say one of the more hard ones to defend. We have Deadshot on the backside, watching for any attempts by Friendly Fire to take objective from behind. Socks pushing up very slowly behind AC.
Yeah, he's willing to take that upper hand, quite definitely.
Yeah, at the same time, Game Reaper is sitting in front of AC, and Jittery just sitting below objective, probably listening to any footsteps or maybe call out so that he can push out, take a small peek at some of the buildings. But right now, without any kills, anything going down, he just has to wait until he has some more information, because if he peeks out,
You know where he is.
gonna be dead for sure.
Has he moved?
Quite definitely, Mijito is having a good angle, but Shock L8 is definitely watching that top of the building. Socks already got the first kill out by being in a particularly different position than normal people would be. Normally people would rush straight up to the AC building, which is on his south. You can see it by the white arrow, but that's currently selected. That's Socks. If he moves down south, he has upper vision of the map, but it gets so frequently taken that he took the decision to stay back and try to get Marsok to come to him. And it's working. But he soon is going to face Rogue Dice, and I'm not entirely sure if he's going to survive that, because he is watching that AC building, but not the right side of it, which is uphill. Rogue Dice! Rogue Dice! Socks has died! Good kill by Rogue Dice.
Yeah, nice kind of pre-fire and just firing at the position where Socks aren't able to return any shots, maybe unaware that Rogue Dice is there. And again, more shots going out by Puzzle.
Wow, a 3v4. We keep seeing those Marsok round wins. And this is not usual. That means their teamwork on Marsok, on staying on the move, is just being so much better than on defense. They have both.
Jittery.
I see it as well.
Jittery creeping up slowly. I mean, if he picks out now, Mojito will kill him.
Mojito is going to start to loot the body. He's checking up his tablet to probably get a good eye on the code. But he's getting very close to the objective. And the only two people actually defending is Jittery and Deadshot on the objective. With, of course, where's our last person? Our last person, I do not know.
On AC.
On AC?
Actually, on the bottom, so, I mean, a little bit defending it. I mean,
Game Reaper.
Yeah, Game Reaper, perfect view of OBJ as well, so... It's still a solid defense, but if one of them fall off, it's gonna be way more difficult.
Yeah.
Now Jittery is slowly creeping up, gets spotted. Returning fire immediately, but they know where he is, and he will have a very hard time.
Frag out on Zakul's position, but it misses. Zakul is very lucky out there, because a frag would not have been very much enjoyable to have. But Jittery is getting fired upon from multiple sides. Friendly Fire attacking from 3 different sides. That is what you call pressuring the objective. But don't forget that Game Reaper is still having an angle on that AC building. He heard the noises. He knew someone is there. But
yeah, it's so essential that Rogue Dice clears the way for his teammates and eliminates Game Reaper.
Look at Mojito. He's going for the cross. But Deadshot is running back downstairs outside. He is waiting for someone to cross around the back. But that's not happening because he is crossing around the center. A very daring move, I must say. But Game Reaper killing off Rogue Dice. It's now going to be a little bit more difficult to approach the objective without getting seen.
Yeah, now Game Reaper can focus again on objective, and it's looking way worse for Friendlyfire just in a matter of seconds.
Deadshot!
Literally did get taken off, but now Game Reaper still in such a big position. If Mijito doesn't stop
no!
Ooh, Deadshot pushing out.
Deadshot!
Getting a perfect kill, and now Zakul in a very, very bad situation.
Oh, and a big win for the Friendlyfire team, making this the 4th point and the final point for this map.
No fun intended, did win. But this is, I mean, beautiful. In our mind, I mean, 4v3, this is already should be won by Friendlyfire. But what happened here is, if Game Reaper would have sit there and get either eliminated by Rogue Dice, or would have just still kept watching it without Rogue Dice pushing, the attention that he had would have been completely diverted away from objective, which would have given, and which already gave the chance for Mijito to push over the street. Just a really, really big and nice chance for them. But
Definitely.
Unfortunately, Rogue Dice got taken out, and Game Reaper got the position to just watch everything.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next map.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do not have any edits of the map. Last week has been really busy, and I haven't managed to yet do it. So I do apologize for not giving us the you the fantastic little text that we can give you with like quarantine. So I'm gonna have to unhide. You keep talking for a second, Cork. Okay, there it is.
Yeah,
Never mind, it's good.
I'm talking.
So right now, NFI and Friendlyfire. Pardon me, I'm very blind, I know. They have switched the starting, so that means that Friendlyfire is currently starting on Marsok, and that that NFI has to start on defense, which of course gives NFI a little bit of an advantage. So what we're currently seeing... Okay, welcome back to the multicasting. Right now, we're playing on Egress, a very short to medium range map. Quite cold. We don't have any caps recorded yet. We don't have any map times recorded yet. We don't have any highest kill death ratio reported yet. So right now,
I think this is the first time we're casting this one, at least.
At least for
with our new casting assets. Yeah.
Exactly, we are, yeah.
So a big premiere for us right here.
Definitely.
And honestly, this is one of my favorite maps. I just really enjoy it. It's so much different things you can do, and so many different objectives that have so many different approaches. Yeah, there's some on, for example, below the overpass, such a long way. So sometimes you can really rush in there, just completely go team deathmatch and rushing in, getting one kill after another. But on the other, for example, in the warehouse, you have the possibility completely go all the way around the back and sneak from behind while your team suppresses from the from office or somewhere else from there. Or if you have the objective inside in the hotel. So many different objectives and so much different things.
Yeah, it's also quite in a confined space. Let's say it like that, because you have like less freedom after you have in quarantine, but that needs your moves to be smarter than your opponents. It's forcing you to adapt to the situation. It's not going to be as easy to approach the objective definitely, because NFI just has to hold, let's say, at max 3 or 4 points. Instead of the 6 or 9 that you see on quarantine. If I just exaggerated a little, of course.
Yeah, but you're totally right. You have way more, also because the map is smaller, you have way more possibilities to just go for flank, because you're quite quick around the map if you're just running. But right now, we're starting with the first round. No fun intended versus Friendlyfire. The first objective will be outside of the warehouses. Let's see how No Fun Intended get this defense going. We already can see Socks going into overpass. Maybe we can see our first gunfight already, because Christmas and Mijito are pushing it quite fast as well.
G2, get your gun up. This is going to be a dangerous play from you because Sox is going to be ready. I think he's going to be playing with a C4 right now. If he's a little smart, then he will explode the both of them if they don't stay distance. But right now, they seem to be doing an excellent job at spreading out in a very confined location. The C4, of course, has a very big explosion range, so we must watch out for that if you're with your team. But there we have Sox peeking a very tiny angle. It's getting so close, and now Norse has figured out the position of Soaks. But Soaks is not waiting for it. He is pulling out his frag, and he is throwing it like a king, and he's probably gonna... Ooh, it landed so unlucky.
That's...
Ooh, Vegeta getting a good
really
counter.
unlucky by Sox.
Definitely. But look who has joined, Christmas. Wow. Welcome back, Christmas.
Oh yeah, Christmas from Friendlyfire. He's a viewer of ours as well. He always enjoys the cast. Good to see him in the match and playing. Talented player as well, I have to say that. So let's go for them now. This taking out are cool though. So this also, I mean, right now Friendlyfire's game plan was to push from 2 different sides with 1 team of 2 and 1 team of 3, which is what is the problem now. Already the one side seems to be completely collapsing.
Yeah, look at the south through the map. You can see that they're already encircling the objective. And there's only 3 people left alive on the... Sorry, 4 people left alive, but they're very confined. They're in a very confined space.
What the problem is now, if Puzzle also dies and the complete pressure from that area dies, what No Fun Intended can do is just focus everything on the side where Friendlyfire is then actually coming from. So it's gonna be a question if Puzzle is getting a kill here, or if he's just dying.
Yeah, but Purcell has been warned because North just got a good couple of shots out on Jittery. But Jittery is making a dangerous play by taking a completely different route. But look at that, Purcell has died already on the northeast side.
Yeah, no, it all depends on the 3 people from Friendlyfire on the backside. North's already quite far, cutting off. Oh, getting Game Reaper? No, he's not. What's he doing?
He's getting a good kill out of Game Reaper.
There we go. Okay.
But this is going to make it a lot more difficult for Friendlyfire to approach. It's a 3v3 situation, but they're all coming in from the south. They can get picked off one by one if they're unlucky enough. But look at that, Jittery List is shooting through the bushes, and Norse has managed to make a sort of mini cross. Getting close to the objective, but he has been warned, and Chocolate is turning the corner, but he gets killed first! Whoa! Me, Jito, and Norse! We might see a cap!
Norse going immediately for the cap.
3,
Jittery
4,
trying to rush back.
5, smoke is out! I can't.
Come on, Norse, what are you doing?
Norse, get the cap! What do you mean? You did not get the cap!
Man.
What a
Norse
waste!
needs to get some cap training going. Man, that was
This
a freebie.
was more than 10 seconds. This was a free take. A free take. Don't care that your hands are shivering. Skill issue. Oh, yeah.
Awful. I mean,
awful to watch.
They won anyways, so nothing to worry about, and that.
Yeah, but still.
Would have been a massive.
Still, they had it locked in.
Was able to clutch it, but yeah, that's.
This would have been a
really
massive start for Friendlyfire. Like, even a bigger head start that they would have had if they just have this 1 point right now. But,
yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know what happened there. Nos needs to get some more training on.
We have seen this more. We have seen this more by him. We have seen this more. Also on Tanky, he had almost 15 seconds to cap, and he didn't manage to do it. This man needs to remember that 7-digit code.
Yeah, sad to see. It would have been amazing.
Still a good play by both NFI and Friendlyfire. NFI managed to make sure that the northeast, which was the east side of the objective, remember there were 3 from the south, 2 from the east, they managed to defend already against the 2 people from the east. That was already a big advantage. But suddenly, Norse, gun up, crossing around the middle, figured out to shoot first somehow, even though he was in that disadvantaged position. Chocolate had missed the shot. And that was essential for getting back onto the objective. And then the entire push, smokes out, tablets out, people covering fire. And it was just very good gameplay on the Friendlyfire's attack.
Yeah, nice coordinated as well. Kind of a sell by Game Reaper, I must say, because he pushed up too much, so Nos was able to take him out. And then Jittery back there not taking out him while he was clearly crossing the open, which I think GG was intended to watch. So big blunder by both of them, and at the same time with Friendlyfire come from the backside, just well played, everyone together engaging. Now let's see if Friendly that momentum on defense, so if they will
check out Chris is
suffer
already watching that center, and he's gonna pre-fire it.
fate.
He's gonna pre-fire it, but he did not manage to get out a few kills. Oh, that's so unfortunate, because now there's a lot of pressure coming in from the south. Chris is just trying to run quickly to the stairs so that they can't
really
enter.
a lot.
Ooh, and that's a trade! Oh,
Okay, trade better than nothing, but what is coming? Mijito is all alone at the bottom, below
He's
the
trying to sock
highway, and
strats.
now 4v1 over there. He needs to get at least one kill. Better more.
oh, this position is not working out because he has been figured out. He is gonna pre-fire it and move back to his position, and he's managed to get a skill kill. He's done his
Very,
job.
very good.
He can
That's
now take
already
risks.
Very, very big. What Mijito can do now is either just take that position, still continue to play it, and he does takes more kills. Does he get more? Socks now pushing on the left side. Mijito should see them. Socks
What?
also sees
Three!
Friendlyfire gonna
Three!
the trade.
Kill 3 sides. One more.
Okay, but that shot only done. Definitely resible. But does
Yeah, but
Socks
Purcell
know
is trying to come
Mijito?
to back him up.
Yes.
Purcell is coming to back him up. How is this gonna happen? Is this gonna work? That shot has been revived, so right now, Purcell is in a big disadvantage, so he's taking it very carefully, and he is waiting for them to cross to him. But this is not gonna be easy for him. What are we watching today? Like, holy cow. This is some good action. A 3v2 NFI, so no pun intended, in a disadvantage for now. But they got good angles, they got good players still alive. Remember, Deadshot and Socks? They can shoot very well. So, it's going to be difficult to see what is actually going on. These type games, we love them. We want to see more of this. Shot coming in around the left corner, but Purcell is hearing the footsteps. He is being so extremely careful.
Purcell can just stay right there, getting the kill on Datch, and no, it's a 1v3 for Socks. Socks definitely has a skill to do it, but still, the sheer number advantage
But look
from
at what
Friendlyfire.
Purcell did right here. So let me just turn on that replay. What we're seeing right now is that Purcell has, after the kill, moved back to a different position. This is also essential. When you make a shooting sound, people can turn their head left and right, and they know and pinpoint your exact location. And Purcell is messing with that by actually moving back to a different position. The only thing I wouldn't do is move forward, but he's doing it anyway, getting back to his old position. I don't think that's smart, but Socks... Oh, flash out. And that's killed by Socks, very well deserved. Purcell, that was a little bit on you, mister.
Yeah, Purcell got a little bit too aggressive right there.
He's
And
feeling
the
the
wind's
thrill of
coming
the
closer
game.
and closer to Socks now. Socks pushing back all the way. I mean, 2 minutes 50.
He can't do
That's-
it. It's on a, like a particularly
Okay,
huge map. But
I think he okay, he's just looting his teammates. I think he's still gonna continue to push below highway, getting... I think Socks is really unhappy with that one. I mean, 2 people dying to mid-shot after they clearly knew where he was. It's just really unfortunate. No, Socks getting a peek out, and ooh, I'm not really happy with what I see here. Friendlyfire, they are so spread far apart. Now Zakul also pushing in. This is
whoa. He's gonna go fast right here. Socks is pushing everything he can, using any util he can, but Norse is also ready for it, and he's getting out with the shot, and he is gonna be killing Socks. Yes, and that's a nice win for Friendlyfire again.
okay. Good position by Norse. Honestly, my only concern was that they were both so far away from objective, but they played it well. It did work, and I mean, in the end, what was his name again? Zakul did fall back to objective anyways, in case Norse would have died.
Yeah.
So.
It's practically insane what we're watching right now. We're watching some future gold teams, or they might already as well be gold teams. Of course, NFI is for like many seasons, but who is going to take the top? Well,
Friendlyfire does seem to be a favorite. I mean, I told you guys the stats in the beginning of the stream. NFI had great matches against AGM and newbies, but right now against Friendlyfire it does seem to be a little bit more rough for them. They
Yeah.
did win the first map 2-4, which is obviously bad for Friendly Fire, but right now Friendly Fire is kind of at them.
No
Let's take a look
funny
at the next.
intendee.
You know, they are not having fun, by the way, if you didn't know that.
Why?
Because they don't want it.
They don't want it?
No fun is intended.
Ah, yeah, true.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Right there. So right now we're in the planning phase. Both teams. Everyone is ready. We're just waiting on them to get going.
Yeah. So I started a new poll. I think you should look at the results. It's very important. That's gonna be round 3.
Alright.
So who is going to win? No funny intendee, or Friendly Fire, or of course the viewers, you, because you guys are always so good, or us, because we know we are awesome.
Oh, you can't.
At least I hope we are, but right now what we are seeing is...
What we are
Unintended,
seeing is
right?
awesome.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
It's up to you to
No
decide
pun
if we are
intended.
awesome, of course, but
On defense at the office objective. Game Reaper pushing out stocks also.
that was a very
Pushing
quick
quite far
spotting.
now.
Norse is...
First shots.
He's pretty much suppressed because Jittery is firing on his position and Norse can't peek it. They have spotted each other extremely fast as well. Look at the distance that's in between there. And Norse seeing a really tiny black head over many objects that are ahead of him. I think that's fantastic skill to have. Tunnel vision is not in his library. Ooh.
Literally just made the right decision falling back here from his quite open position. Now supporting that shot on the objective. And I'm wondering...
Chocolate getting some
This
shots
is-
out.
From construction.
Call out is being made. Very good. That's what we want to see. We know that there is danger now on that south side. Let's take a look at the map. We have seen that Marsok is trying to push it from the west and south. Remember, they're trying to box in the objective all at the same time. If one side falls, it's going to be incredibly more difficult to make a next plan.
Oh, they're pushing park.
Coordinator, if you press minus, you can scroll through the wall side. Press plus, you can scroll through the cameras, like person cameras on the Marsok side. That means you don't have to hold spacebar sometimes. You kind of just scroll around there.
Okay, you learn something new every day.
Exactly.
Already Poser, I wonder Game Reaper watching in the direction of Poser, so we might see kills going out. Quite a narrow angle by Game Reaper. Sitting right there. Poser and Michitu completely taking the front side.
Ooh, Norse has managed to shut down Chocolate's position. That means they're making a gap throughout that south section. And that's going to be incredibly more difficult, but there we have Mijito trying to enter the garage. But Sogs is still waiting right there on his left. Who is going to shoot first? Sogs knows about the position. Sogs knows what's happening. But Mijito is incredibly quiet, and Sogs is having his gun down. Is he focusing at all? What is he doing? Feet are being seen! Come on! What? He touched his tablet and he didn't see his feet! And that's a kill. Wow. Very lucky out there, Mijito. Very lucky. Holy cow.
That could have gone both ways, but I mean, really nice patience by him, going full downs very slowly.
By going so slow that people can't hear him as well. Remember, after a certain slope, you do not have any footstep noises. That means you can sort of crawl to the objective without being heard. And that's very much a big advantage if you know how to do it well. And
The
now...
defense by no fun intended crumble and crumble, and
they have to
Game
block it
Reaper
down.
also falling off from the top of office, and
Yeah, they can only lock it down from 3 positions now. If we check the map, they are surrounded by the Marsok side, coming in from the west and east, short east and far east, as you can see. But Norse is making a gameplay, but Jittery is killing off Norse. That's not a very
Reflect by
wise
Mijito?
decision.
No, Mijito doesn't see. There's smoke in the way. That's unlucky for them.
It's a good play by NFI if they threw the smoke. I'm not entirely sure who's did it. But look at that. Now they have to wait for the smoke. They have to wait for the smoke to clear if Zakul wants to start moving in, because Mijito can't give any cover. And he is throwing the smokes. He's trying to cause chaos to the objective. He's trying to get them to run down. But only do they not know that NFI is holding that last stand incredibly strong. As you can see right here, it's looking quite troublesome for the NFI team. But a 4v3 is not unwinnable for the NFI team. They're holding it out quite strong with everything that they got.
What Friendlyfire can do now is just coordinate also together with Puzzle, who can get a push directly at objective.
Yeah, if only they have flashes in order to get closer to the objective. Because smokes, of course, they're good, but they're already in a locked-in location. So they only have to watch the angles that they can't watch and watch people move through the smoke. It's not going to bring any advantage like it feels on the bigger maps.
Wasted their utility a little bit, just throwing it in, trying to do
people
something.
Yeah, they tried to get people to get out, but
didn't work at all. No fun intended. Complete silence and complete discipline. Now the question is, will Jittery be able to...
Look at that. Mojito is getting closer, and Christus is as well. On that same angle. Oh! Jittery is getting some shots out, but now Mojito knows. Mojito knows. But that shot, it gets him first. A 2v3. Situation changed so quickly.
Jittery very smart to change position as well now.
It doesn't look good for Friendlyfire at this point.
Oh, Christmas being very risky. They need to talk to each other. Come on.
Talk, communicate. Yeah, of course you're close to the objective. You can't talk much, but something needs to happen because this is not... You're making way too much noise.
Quite fast,
yeah, but he's also making way too much noise, but he's managed to get a kill down the
Jittery didn't hear them. Dead shot. Nate's going out.
And that's a second kill!
Christmas, amazing place.
Oh.
No, they can
Game
go for
Reaper.
a kill, theoretically. Come on.
Game Reaper!
Oh, team kill almost going.
Oh! It's a 1v1!
Christmas.
What?
Oh,
What's this?
no!
What's this? What? Exactly, Game Reaper. What? What have we just watched? This was a massive crumble from the Friendlyfire side. What? They got overconfident or something. They stopped talking. The utils were not how they were supposed to be. It seemed like it was a mess.
They had such a head start with the 5v3, but then they just, I don't know, they just didn't really strategize. They just went in.
Yes.
I mean, they did go in not super fast, thankfully, so we got to see some, at least, smart moves, I guess. But in the end, it was, so how it got so close was only through luck, because Jittery had his gun down, didn't listen to the footsteps, and didn't hear Christmas, and also that what was his name again? Deadshot, just having an unlucky moment there when Christmas shot him from a small angle. But
yeah, but so what we also saw is like the first part of the defense for NFI, that was honestly just quite not good. Let's just put that down plainly. What we just saw was Sox dying because, of course, he didn't hear the tablet shots and he didn't know that he got peeked from under the car, which is very much a big possibility. Most of the teams will lay down beneath the car, have an angle on that garage door, and try to pick you off. But after they pushed back to their real last stand, something just clicked and it went incredibly well. And Friendlyfire managed to push through, but then Friendlyfire just crumbled it a little bit harder than NFI did.
Yeah, and so necessarily. I mean,
yeah.
Mojito peeking something over there, just getting pulled
but like,
away.
If the Friendlyfire
really
person just watched that tablet for 1 second, if he heard shots on that east side, he could have known that the east was entirely clear, and thus the only probability of problems is going to be on the west. Already we have quite a quick free fire with Sox, Jittery List, and Deadshot. And Chris is getting the first kill.
Look at this. I mean, yeah, Friendlyfire, no fun intended, are doing full 5-man push.
Not something you see, usually.
Yeah, and I do find it as not the smartest thing you can do, because there's only pressure from over there. Nate, oh, perfect!
Whoa! Norse!
Beautiful!
Norse, you damn bastard! You lucky... Nah, that was very nice. Good stuff.
That was skill. He trained that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
That's better than his cap.
Definitely.
We're gonna have to joke about something, but alright, we're looking at it. Christis is...
Norse, don't get too risky, but
Ooh.
Norse peeking out, getting a kill, but no, smart move, push him back again.
Yeah,
Don't-
definitely.
Don't give them anything to shoot at.
Christis has been killed by Game Reaper, and it seems like now it's a 4v3, which gives Friendlyfire still a little bit of the upper hand. But Norse is watching a good angle right there. Oh, shots missed. He's trying to watch the position, but Game Reaper did not hear where it was coming from. And there we have Norse still holding the angle on top of the rocks. And if he just sees anything...
Why is Norse... What is Norse doing?
He's pushing
he
back.
did see Game Reaper.
Yeah, but he's pushing
Norse
back.
He was so much in the open.
Yeah, I know. He could have been shot at that right second.
I don't know what his thought was.
Umber timing it, that is, but...
Going aggressive again on Jittery. And
Yeah, and that's not
Jittery
gonna...
is watching it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
I mean, why would you do that? Yeah.
That's just not a smart
So
position.
unnecessary.
Exactly.
I mean,
Once you found
could've
out, you
just-
can't re-peek that same angle twice. I can say this
Yeah,
a
it was-
1,000 times.
It was so smart of him to push back, take another position. He nearly got Game Reaper as well. Called out Game Reaper, but that's still going in the open. Back?
Yeah, as
Why?
offense...
Just push back further.
Exactly. As
Just
defense...
give them some space. You
once
took
you
your
lost
pick,
the position-
now give them space.
Yeah, exactly. Once you lost the position on defense... Sorry for talking over you, coordinator. Once you
Okay.
lose a defense position in an angle and you are getting watched, that is just already something that you can't take back most of the times. Because you must expect that Marshock team to hold an angle on your position. Of course, they can't do that for 5 minutes because they have to start moving. But you need to get my point. You can't peek a same angle twice for at least a minute and a half. Vegito is doing exactly what I talked about last round. Sitting below the car, watching from beneath the cars in the little garage section. He is going to get a good couple of kills there if they are running from the south side. And Deadshot definitely is.
Nothing.
Ooh! Pre-fire is out. He's trying to move to another position, but
Ooh.
it's not going to go well for him, I bet.
Gas station.
I'm not sure if Vegito should just stay there. It's such a
Oh!
one-sided angle. Oh, what beautiful.
Vegito hiding behind the car tires, and he is running up to the next car, trying to see if he can move to another position, and he does die immediately, and he does so very well. This might be a second kill for
Okay.
Vegito,
One more on me. Watch the gas station alleyway. We're
but now he has revealed his location once again by talking to Deadshot.
professional bullshitter.
Uncalled for, Vegito. Uncalled for, but... Deadshot is running down from behind through the garage, and he's trying to pre-fire, but Vegito now knows. He knows that it's going to happen. It's going to happen anytime soon, because there's only 2 minutes on the clock, and Deadshot has to start moving. Vegito is the bigger man and decides to turn back. Good decision on him. I really respect that choice. But check out
Yeah,
Game
just close
Reaper.
it down on my objective. Similar positions that NFI had on their last round.
Oh, Game Reaper is watching the smoke, and I hope if the smoke clears, he hopes to get a good shot on people. He was getting very, very quiet, and he's discussing with the team if he wants to get any smokes on the objective. Deadshot getting down many shots, trying to clear pre-fire positions. My pre-firing is shooting without seeing an enemy and hoping that someone is there, actually. Very tactical
Yeah,
way.
either you have intel by listening, or you just shoot to shoot. And Deadshot is in quite a position with Game Reaper. They don't have much time, and they need to find a gap where they can push from. Now Deadshot smoking one way, so I think he's gonna be pushing left to the smoke here. Now the whole Game Reaper follow.
Deadshot is creeping closer, but the time is pressing on them. 45 seconds, and it's a 3v3. Deadshot
pre-fires
making a
going
lot of
out.
noise. A lot of pre-fires going out, like you said, Korg.
I think the question is now, will Posel be able to take out Game Reaper?
And Deadshot.
Because if... Yeah, but... Okay, but what was... I'm not...
What is he doing? He just blocked off a position for Game Reaper to support him.
Yeah.
But to...
Oh, never mind. Game Reaper pushing through. Completely
Oh.
unexpected. No. Reaper cannot Game Reaper. Oh my
Oh,
god.
let's
Okay.
go.
Man. Okay. That was... I mean, at first I thought when Deadshot popped that smoke, that would have been like a huge blunder, and I feel like it was a little bit... I mean, it should have...
It should have
a little
been.
bit
It
in
should
the
have
front,
been.
but...
But, you know, this is actually a more tactical gameplay, and we just missed that for a little second. That smoke helped him cross to get that final kill. And that is... Like, they were this close to winning, but Suku was just a bit faster. I think that NFI was immediately going to go for the cap, hoping that someone would be sitting upstairs and not be in time to go for the, to go defend. But Suku was listening quite strongly. They probably had a good kill count as well. And what we saw is just good gameplay on, again, both sides. They're almost, like, equal, but it all comes down to that last few seconds. I think that if NFI had a little more time, it would have been a little better.
It was beautifully played, yeah. A really, really smart move with smoke, and pushing at the same time to distract, to get Game Reaper the position and the possibility to get this, and he nearly did.
I did expect Deadshot to be a little bit more cautious of that box on the corner, because he was there last round as well, I think, and he does know about that positions because they clearly thought about it.
So I think he pre-fired, but the shots went like above, over. So yeah, because
he was peeking through the boxes. Yeah,
Puzzle was just sitting down. Very, very beautiful to see. Very, very nice too. It was really intense.
Yeah, and now we're almost getting close to round 5, and it is getting very close to a match point for Friendlyfire. Let's see how Friendlyfire now does on the offense again. Wow. It seems that our casting skills start improving every time we cast, and we're loving it thus the more. Again, thanks for all the people watching so far. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you see us, and book us on martials.nl. Link is in the description, of course. But back to the action. Back to what's actually important. Socks, you cheeky bastard. You're in such a confined, narrow little... beautiful plate space. I love your tactical thoughts, and we're gonna see how that's gonna look.
Yeah, that's really nice. Very sneaky, such a ninja position, and I think Mijito won't expect it.
But he
is.
Mijito
will, but unable to getting the final shots on Socks.
Flashes out, but it misses Socks.
Does not connect. Now the question is, will Norse push the same way and just die? C4 going out, doesn't connect. No, it doesn't. That's closer. I mean,
frag. Woohoo!
I feel like again,
but Socks is moving.
Unlucky with the frag.
Why is he moving?
Ooh.
Socks
is getting aggressive.
This is so close. This is just an inch. Norse, don't move. By the love of God. By the love of God.
Yeah, Norse is so lucky to just sit perfectly behind that. But now Socks revealing the position, but completely faster, and Chris is unable to get the refrag, and now the push from under overpass is just falling apart.
Yeah, that's not looking good.
And Puzzle are trying to get the hold of gas station where Chocolate is positioned and at the same time Game Reaper being completely at the other side.
What? No, Socks!
Socks making a triple kill, completely shutting down the push.
This
unfortunate for Friendlyfire.
Yeah, they only got that north push, and it's not going to be incredibly strong because they're having quite a distance apart from each other, and it seems that the Friendlyfire team is not aware that Chocolate could be in this building, and that's a trade. This is going to be next to impossible for Purcell to solve this round.
Do you hear Chris talking as well?
Yeah, he was like, what?
I don't know. No, he's talking, although he's dead. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, me neither. But you know, it's fine. It's fine.
Average onward bucks, and I think Socks is being confused as well because he does pre-fire.
Yeah.
Oh, is he now? Okay, Socks just moving back to objective, probably a smart move, and looking bad for Puzzle.
Oh, but Game Reaper is very close, and Purcell is looking at the ground, and now he's looking back up, and oh, there is Friendlyfire with a second point. Yeah, again, just NFI. They just completely pushed by the thought of defense. This is just, again, incredibly strong. Friendlyfire fumbled on that south side. Or can I say it differently? NFI was incredibly good on that south side. Let's just...
If I might say, it wasn't NFI, it was Sox.
It
Sox
was
did it all by
Sox.
himself.
Yes, so we're not saying
So-
NFI, we're saying Sox is, yeah, definitely right now the carrying player that's making a sort of good-looking comeback for the team so far. If we take a look at the stats right now, stats don't care for me, of course, but if you feel interested in them, here they are. Yeah. We're just seeing
It's-
nothing special.
yeah.
It's just, yeah, maybe Choco LA
I mean,
is feeling a little unhappy about his current status, but...
Yeah, I feel like it's all Shock and Deadshot do not have the ideal situation for them right now, as well as Posel, but in the end it's looking better for Friendlyfire, so
Yeah.
let's see how they do on defense.
Yeah, I know. It seems to be that Friendlyfire is now getting a little bit more pressured, and I'm not sure how well they can handle it. And we're going to have to see that in this next round, because this is sort of a match point, again, for Friendlyfire, if they play their cards right. Last round is... No, sorry. Why did I add 2 points? Sorry, pardon me. There we go.
You added...
Yeah, I changed it by accident.
It could be I mean, it could be already a done for Friendlyfire if they keep it together. I wonder if they will play it similar to NFI, just pushing out pretty
Yeah.
far, or if they keep it closer to objective. But let's see right now.
They need to be impeccable on defense. So right now they're gonna have good discussions, playing out with their flashlights, and I wonder what they will do and how they're gonna do it. Remember, this objective can only be attacked from 3 points, which is the stairs over here, the north over there, and the south over here. Which basically cuts us off to 2 extreme routes that you can come from. Remember, on Volk, you have to defend the objective from the Marsoc team trying to fill in a 7-digit code into a satellite disk.
Nate going out a little bit unnecessary.
Yeah, maybe he was trying to pick off a person of the like, if
Okay,
they
look
would be
at
quick.
No Fun Intended. They are doing... It seems like No Fun Intended are doing completely different things than Friendlyfire on attack. No Fun Intended almost always go for a 5-man or like a
yeah,
pretty
3 by 2.
close together push. Yeah, 3-2, but not
Look
on
at that.
completely different side, on pretty similar sides.
But they're also backing each other
Whereas-
up.
Yeah, whereas Friendlyfire are most of the time completely being on different points of the map, so quite hard going push by No Fun Intended.
Christmas! What
Yeah,
are
the
you
question is, will
doing?
Christmas be able to just
Survive there.
defend that? I mean, it's quite a common spot.
Oh, we saw Deadshot's angle hover very closely to Chris's head. And it's only gonna get more
And it still
dangerous.
is. Christmas just sitting down. Very, very good.
Ooh.
No, Deadshot is crossing
Oh,
over.
it's looking
This is-
so heavy.
Don't move, Christmas, otherwise your head will get taken off.
Quite literally, yes.
Smoke north.
Oh, you're so
No, that
lucky.
was a close one. I mean,
Oh,
Christmas
socks,
don't
socks,
get
socks,
too
socks, socks,
aggressive.
socks.
Socks
What?
pushing up. Being a quick one. Does he know? He does know.
Oh, getting
Oh.
annihilated by Socks and Game Reaper.
Okay, we killed the guy that were in our snowy mountains. We've made it round the back. I might have seen somebody on the middle staircases at OBJ.
Ooh, Norse. Norse has definitely seen something. He's trying to push over to another side to try and attack it from a different angle. Zaku is watching through a very dangerous angle, and I don't think he has a small enough angle to make it, like, really work. 4v5 for the Friendlyfire team. What is Zaku doing? It's a chair. It's a trade, but it's not a good trade. Because right now they're on a 3v5, 3v4 mission, and they're still not ahead. Deadshot. Norse. Could be match points if NFI goes for the cap. What we normally don't see is like a 4 or 5-man push around one side. But I think for the NFI's case, it could potentially work. Like, you can do everything by textbook, but of course, that will not be interesting after a long moment, after a moment. Because you're gonna just keep expecting it, and when you just shuffle things up like this, something completely unexpected could come out.
Cool still being able to put out some information for his team.
Mhm.
But at the moment, it's not looking too good for Friendly Fire, nor still quite far away from objective. So
Yeah, but he does have a good angle on
Puzzle
it. to
and
snare and stuff.
Mijito are the pretty much only two people that are right at objective and
Yeah, but
able
what
to
what I
defend
think
if
is
the
going
big
to happen
push
is
coming.
Norse is going to try and go for the res.
Ooh,
But
that's,
I don't know if that's a smart idea because Game Reaper is still
I don't
coming in
think it
over
is.
the east side. Sorry, he's watching by that wall, and there needs to be some really good timing if Norse wants to pull it off, and he doesn't
him,
manage
I
to
got him.
do because that shot just picked him off. You remember that you're already
was-
dead. If you're like rest out, your only option is to sort of definitely on defense call things out. Mojito, Mojito, Mojito! What a waste! Why did you do this? Why are you falling apart?
We see a potential cap here. I mean,
Looking
they
like
could,
it, yeah.
The question is, will Puzzle be able to stop it, or will it get killed? Mijito still being able to call it if they are going cap, so
Yeah, and also Zaku will also
Puzzle
be.
might be in a good position.
Yeah, but not the perfect. Like I'm not entirely sure, because it seems to be very bad for Friendly Fire, and it could be a very big cap if he's unlucky enough, because the others have been down, have been killed. Game Reaper killing off the first person, but Deadshot is soon coming in closer to the objective. He wants that cap, but he got that first kill out there. NFI just wow.
Yeah, better win than nothing, but whoa, it's turning around completely. The pace completely changed. For no fun intended, first Friendly Fire getting really nice rounds gone out there, taking the complete lead up to a match point, and now
Yeah.
the comeback from 0-3 for no fun intended. What a huge,
What the hell?
huge map for them. And now the question is, will they finish up this match completely on defense?
Seems
Which
like I messed up
they
a little
were
bit,
much
yeah.
stronger than Friendly Fire now.
Yeah. Yeah, quite definitely. And this is now match point. Friendly Fire has to win in order to make any chance for the third map. And remember, it's the best of 3. You win 2 maps, you get more points in MMR, and if you lose, you lose points, of course, in MMR. You want to try and get as much points as possible because MMR is very complicated, very much calculations, blah blah blah. But anyway, we just see Friendly Fire is like falling asleep. I think the pressure is sort of getting to them in a sense.
Yeah,
As-
or maybe they relaxed too much. They were comfortable with the way they played, but
Yeah.
no fun intended completely changed it up. They changed the pace. They went more aggressive, more direct, and Friendly Fire are unable to handle it, at least right now. Now, the question is, how will they do it on attack? Will they be able to maintain the game and stop no fun intended from finishing the match right now in the next round, or will they be able to go to the next map?
Yeah, that's what I think as well. Like, Friendly Fire
It's-
has to do it now. They have to. And that's what's gonna
Yeah.
make it's gonna only add more pressure, and I don't think it's good for Friendly Fire. I don't know if they can handle it quite yet. Like they're an upcoming super gold team, definitely. They can do it. But this needs to be worked on. You can't fall asleep in the middle of a match.
Oh, and it's especially bad because no fun intended do have the hotel
Yeah.
objective, which is like one of the, I feel like,
The
easiest
hardest.
one to defend. and
Hardest to
hardest
attack.
one to attack.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because it's like only pretty much 2 ways to go in, like, and it's only doors, so super narrow bottlenecks that you have to go through, and what it looks like is no fun intended are not even pushing out. They are just staying on objective, and
Yeah,
in
but
that
that's the only
position,
thing that
it's
they have to do. I give them the
it's the
complete right to
thing.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I would do the same. That is just
Don't
so
take any
smart.
risks and just play it out as you would. The only
It's so
risk is, of
unnecessary
course, like utils and such. But if they have C4s on the defense sides, which they definitely will, they will have a bigger advantage. Right now on the defense, all straight away. I think even if it were a 3v5, it seems that NFI is still going to win it on this objective. It's just that Friendly Fire has to stay awake. They can't afford any mistakes now. And this is adding a lot of pressure to them, and it's probably working a lot in their minds, but this is what they have to do. They need to work together, they need to communicate, And I
Inside. What's going on?
was just talking on a little.
Play.
He's trying to bait him out, making some shooting noises about NFI. They
Yeah.
are so disciplined. Look at that.
Yeah, Friendlyfire are expecting someone to sit outside, sit in office, sit anywhere behind cars, behind bushes, but NFI are just not doing it. They're not taking the risk, and why would they? They have a lot of things to lose, and why would they take any risk that might do it for them?
Yeah, you're completely right about it. Like, they're trying to get to a cross already, but Deadshot is a good shooter, and he will definitely be able to make something happen on that door side. And even then, we have Sogs for backup. Of course, making noise is not going to be very good. We have a couple coming down through the garage. Not sure how well it's going to do because they're all on the top floor, and it seems that they locked it down really good.
Yeah, Michito's completely sneaking up from the garage, a little bit unnecessary, but of course they don't know that no one is there. But Friendlyfire, they are wasting so much time.
Yeah, but they can't.
It's
They
already
have no
3
choice.
minutes 30.
They have no choice because they're already this close to the objective. But the defense on NFI is so fucking good. Yeah, they can't afford it.
It's true, but also, what is Mijito doing? He's not even in the garage yet. That's so much
Yeah,
time.
but like if
and
you
in
make
the
a
end, it
noise, you're
will-
already fucked up indefinitely when you are in the
Yeah,
garage.
but it doesn't matter in this case anyways, because
No, but that's
once
what
you
they
close
don't
the
know.
objective, you're gonna have to go anyways. Yeah, they obviously don't know, so it's very, very bad for them. They're wasting too much time, and I feel like if they don't make a move sooner or later, it will run down to
Shots through the smoke.
them having too low of a time to actually get a push going.
Yeah, but this is what NFI wants. This is what NFI needs. They need them to get in as much time stress as possible so that they start making mistakes. And NFI is trying to get in as quickly as possible, but they must not make mistakes. Utils are being thrown. That's what's important. They're really trying to make it work, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. They have 2-3 people at the entrance, and there's from all sides. And it's getting thus more difficult, and we are going to see a lot more action if we're lucky. Look at that, look at that. Game Reaper is talking, and he is trying to bait out any of the Master's attention. And it's working thus far. Norse is getting shot all the way from the back inside the building by Game Reaper, but Deadshot getting a first shot on Purcell P. And this is why this defense, this building, this objective is so fucking strong. He's poking Nordis, he's talking Nordis and Christmas, so that the enemy team wouldn't hear. But it doesn't matter, because Sox and Deadshot both know that the door is being contained, sort of. Mijito, you have to start moving up. 1.5 minutes on the clock. You can't sit. You need to move.
Do they not have a nade to just throw in the corner?
I don't think they
get
do.
Socks or
Christmas
Deadshot
coming in.
out of there?
Christmas. And that's a
Maybe-
smoke. That's
no,
a smoke.
Smoke, okay, that's a smoke.
That's a good either side. There's a Molotov being thrown, but it fails.
Molotov, yeah, bad Molotov.
Frag being thrown out.
More action going out. They're trying to force their way in from the side, but also another Molotov. That's another huge time waster. NFI all going completely for wasting time.
Oh, that shot wants to get a shot on there so badly, but Christmas is not going to move inside, is he? Yes, he is, and he managed to get that kill going. Sox is on the other side, and he's not watching, and a C4 goes off. Whoa, what a strong defense. Getting that big fire on there. Mijito comes into the garage.
I don't speak Norwegian.
1-3, 1v3, 1v3. 30 seconds on the clock. NFI all has to do is sit still and wait.
With the timing, Jittery pushing out while Michito pushed back. Now, Michito just has to wait.
Whoa, kill,
okay.
kill.
Jittery, list now the next one.
15 seconds.
Wait, going out. Revive. Now 2v2 again.
Move. Christmas. Run in there. You have 5 seconds. This is not gonna happen.
Come
This
on,
is not
guys.
gonna happen.
Come on, Chris. Move your ass.
Oh!
Time runs out, yeah.
4th point for the
Wow.
Friendlyfire team.
What a beautiful round. By no fun intended. What they just perfect. That's just
Textbook
perfect, honestly.
play. Textbook
Yeah.
play.
They just wasted so much time. And in the end, even after a few losses, they just
They peer pressured it.
and
They
Friendly Fire
pressured
just
it
didn't
on-
have any time. They were unable to do something actually good. And even if it was a 2v2 in the end, so it was equal, but with 10 seconds on the clock, you don't do anything as attack.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have a chance. You can try something, and if you're very lucky. This is just with the 2 Molotovs.
They were wasting so much
wasting
time, and that
It's
is how we want to see
genius.
this. This is
Wow.
why this objective is so insanely difficult. The next map is going to be Suburbia, by the way, so let me just scroll that up while Coordinator talks a little more.
Yeah, we do play the players do play the 4th map, but it does not count anymore. The match is
of course it
technically
counts
over.
in MMR, which is the
points,
end
yeah.
points, which could be
Exactly,
decided
but-
later on, but...
Technically, the match is already over, those because the 2 maps are won by.
Yeah, so congratulations to the No Fun Intended team.
Yeah, they
But
are.
no,
on
no,
the
they're
streak,
bailing.
Truly.
They're bailing. They're bailing this out.
They're bailing.
Yeah,
Okay, they're not playing it.
exactly. It seems like they're all
Okay.
leaving or
That's
rehosting.
alright as well. I'm not sure. I mean, probably rehost. Do they not have to play the 3rd map?
You
I'm not
don't
sure.
have to play the 3rd map, but it will also be fun for points.
I mean, it's good training as well, yeah.
You definitely. And I.
And Friendly Fire weren't doing too bad
was
against them, so they could
this
get
close.
some nice redemption points. But yeah, bad for Friendly Fire. They were so close to actually getting it, being on match point for 4 total rounds, but they completely choked it, going from an 0-3 back to 4-3. What a comeback by NFI. What
just...
big plays.
How can it be? How can it be so close? I must say, just that last defense from Friendly Fire on Egress, it was just crumbled up. It was not how it's supposed to be. They could have done better. They fell asleep at the wrong time, thus ending in this final score. It should be now 12-5 for No Fun Intended, and just this close from each other. Like
they did open a new lobby, so we should join that. Kipima, can you write me the code again?
You
so that-
should have it. No, I wanted to say it out loud, but I don't think that would be wise.
No, we don't do that.
Let's see, what is the map?
Suburbia as well. I don't know why they rehost it, but
Well, I guess we're gonna play off
for some
another
reason.
match. We're going to be seeing another map then, so I'm sorry to not disappoint you. I'm very happy to see you. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It
we
seems-
do see the 3rd map.
Yeah, it
Would've been
seems
weird
that
if not, but
just NFI was holding up that defense really well. Sox with the C4. Wow, that's just listening closely, and then this is just skill on both sides, and they both tried everything they could. They threw everything they had at it. Not many mistakes are being made, even though it did cost a lot of time. They just played so close to each other, and it was like almost.
You honestly don't see many teams play as disciplined as that.
Yeah,
It's just
most people peek
I
out. They push
don't know
out.
what to say. I cannot stop glazing that. It's so good. Like, you don't want anything else on
This
match
is
point.
what makes esporters horny.
Yeah, especially casters. But
Yeah.
it's just amazing to see such actually the composure and the game plans they have. I don't know who they have as their IGL
Yeah.
at the moment, but that person just very good awareness of what the situation for them is. Because they didn't have to do anything more than just wait.
Yep. That's all it
Especially
is.
on this objective. They don't have to do anything. Wow. Yeah.
Again, people, thank you for watching so far. I'm very happy for you to watch what we are doing right now. Remember, if you want us casting, Matias.nl, like, subscribe, and of course, comment down here. We're going to be doing a lot more of these high-quality casts with, of course, better utils every time. And we're going to now be heading
it's
into
only
the
getting
first-
better from here.
Yeah, definitely. And us as well, our commentary, I feel like it's improving as well. After every cast, we seem to more get into a fluid flow with each other. Yeah, real excitement as well.
I do. I was just looking at the chat if I see any more messages. I do see we have 40 viewers, so I really hope you guys are enjoying it as much as we are.
Wow. Well, why did you get a fallout in the meanwhile? Center lane being pushed quite fast. Christus being spotted by Game Reaper. Christus. Yes, Rogue dies, by the way. Time was the issue on the last map. I don't know if you remember, because that was 5 minutes ago. But we have witnessed this a lot of times. Wow. So...
Yeah, third map going out now, right now. We already see Friendlyfire on defense starting now. I completely forgot about of callouts. That's awful, but first kill going up by Shock.
That's not burning.
Yeah,
I've got
Chocolate
the
was
lane
in
one.
by the slide, but I got him. So it's looking good. It's playground actually. This.
Yeah. Wait, who did he kill? I can't find the body right
Norse.
now.
It was Norse. But look at that, Christus is managing to make it an even stat. Chris is getting to a different position because he knows that Chocolate is very close. Because I hope, at least, I hope for him. It seems that NFI is taking it very slow on a very quick map. That's
And you do see that sometimes. When we had a scrim a very while back, I think it was Vanguard. I'm not sure. They played on this map that when we were on defense, I was just getting paranoia because they were so quiet.
Ooh,
And I think similar thing no fun intended doing here.
Look at that, Vegeta pushing down flashes on two sides, on the side and on the top of the stairs. Just look at that.
Yeah, Vegeta playing the power position right here to
because
get some shots
like
out
if
there.
people
And
rush up here, they get completely blinded by this flashlight, which you don't see that well on cast, and blinded by this one. So he won't be able to get upstairs without being in this far of like trouble. But right now it is a 3v3, so it seems that NFI and Friendlyfire are just taking their whole time, looting bodies, making this gameplay thus the more important. They're not seeing it as a third fun map, they're seeing it as a third punishing map, or third comeback map. Saying like, oh yes, we can beat you in case of Friendlyfire. Next time, definitely we will. Or no fun intended, saying like, oh yeah, we're fucking ramming you. You don't have a chance. But we're gonna see that.
yeah, for
points.
either team, it's just good training going out. Whatever is the outcome. But NFI, for now at least, continue their flawless streak in this season.
What a shot! Got shot first, missed the shot. Ooh, Sox has managed to get Mojito down, even though Mojito was in a power play position. There's only one person left on defense. That's not good. Because they'll fit. Oh, that's over quick.
Man, yeah, I mean, the moral of no fun intended obviously is low after already loss, a heartbreaking loss, as I might say, coming from an 0-3 on their side. I know it's not going better. I think their performance will below their normal performance.
Yeah.
Definitely now.
I think they now have like tired down. They're thinking like, I'm not sure. I'm not saying it per definite, but I'm saying it could have happened. I think that's what's the case. They're tired.
Against
they know they lost.
such a strong team, it's obviously not gonna be, it's not going to become any easier now.
Nope, definitely isn't.
So
they're gonna have to work
if you're not
really
on your
hard.
fullest, not in your full energy, if you're already sadly, that's a hard one to play. Let's see if they can bring it back now.
Yeah.
That no fun intended is on defense. Oh no, no fun intended will play it now. They could obviously. I mean,
yeah.
I do think Sox might push quite far because if I know Sox right, he's
gonna be
very
aggressive.
fast. And I think on those smaller maps where you have the possibility to just cross the map in like 20 seconds, he will do that if he has the chance to.
I agree so too, and definitely on defense it would be a power play scenario because if you have a hold of center with only one person as well, you are almost guaranteed to get someone off guard unless they're like really good. But like this would be the case for now. We're soon coming up into round 2. Right now, I can just say I can't find more pleasure than this in gaming. like in VRML, in any esports type like Onward. This is what I am going for. Full serious matches with great gameplay.
Yeah, and with two great teams. Especially NFI now with the flawless record. I wonder how they do. I feel like they have a really good shot. Man,
So
perfect one.
sucks.
Getting 2 downs. Wow.
This is definitely
That's
gonna slow
already
Friendly
good.
Fire down, but look at that. It was almost an angle on Christus as well. He would have been dead as well. Oh,
Wow. Okay, smoke gone out. Puzzle trying to get the res, but
he's
okay,
first.
smoke. Bad smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Puzzle.
Friendly Fire is not having it. Is not feeling it anymore. I think.
I mean, especially that, I would be so frustrated, like really pissed, like a random fucking nade.
Yeah, but this is what you get for
landed
getting
in
too
front of me,
close.
and-
They didn't get so
Yeah.
close in egress or
You
in
should expect
quarantine.
it, yeah.
Exactly, definitely you should expect this. This is a very common thing to see if you watch this a lot more. If you watch any cast of Onward at all on Suburbia, you know this happens a lot.
I mean, if you play in public lobby, like pretty much every round, you see one
In competitive, definitely.
pre-frag just going out. Yeah.
This is like,
Okay, now Norse is wall hacking right there. Okay, he's watching the window. Never mind. I thought he was just watching straight in the bushes, but he's actually watching the window, which makes much more sense.
Yep.
Jitteryless, on the other hand, is watching where Norse will be coming in just a few seconds.
But Jittery has the better advantage point at this point because...
Ooh,
Ooh, but not anymore because he lost the angle. And Mojito
And then-
grenaded. Missed the
Oh,
headshot.
okay, that was really good nade as well. I mean, nade's going back and forth.
Oh.
Beautiful kill by Christmas.
Everyone died.
And the defense is starting to crumble.
Oh,
Smoke going out,
Jittery
smoking
killing
out
off
Grim Reaper.
Norse. Oh, Sox has been hiding.
Lane 3.
Ooh, Mojito made a very dangerous cross, but he has managed to do it. But now Sox, he has to spot Sox behind the boxes, and Sox is going to peek up any second now. He has to stay behind that cover for just a little second until that playground is clear. Ooh, that 3-man south side push on the southeast, sorry.
Make sure you're not swinging too wide.
Zakul is calling out someone on lane 3.
Friendlyfire is getting ready, and right now Sox has a perfect hiding position to just wait.
Yeah, of course. He
Maybe
doesn't
it's-
have any problems from his back because he just has to watch on one angle and he can pull back anytime he wants to. As in, not away from his position, but he can get some good 180-degree kills. Mojito! Mojito, what a shot! This tiny, this very tiny gap.
Probably another.
One more house.
Do you hear that? Immediate callouts. Again, they can still do it. Friendly Fire can still do it.
Oh, they are not
Sox,
Okay,
Sox, Sox,
Sox
Sox,
is
Sox,
not
Sox, Sox!
Sox
So
in a
cool,
very,
so
very
cool,
bad
so cool.
position.
Now it's your job. Oh, and it's
Ooh, the
raids.
trade.
And a nice point for Friendly Fire. What an action.
Yeah, that was a good trade indeed. Really, really nice played by Friendlyfire in the end there.
Again.
Doing trade after trade, getting good picks. I feel like NFI might have pushed out a little bit, or peaked out a little bit too much.
Yeah, it seems like
And
that.
underestimated how much ground Friendlyfire already took.
It's so
Although
uncommon.
Jittery List completely shut down the backside push by Game Reaper, I believe it was. It's just never mind Game Reapers. I think by Norse or Puzzle, one of the two just dying over there. But four people push from playground side did it all, and those 2 kills on the spawn house really unnecessary
Yeah,
for
like,
no fun intended.
yeah, I do quite agree with you. It seems like NFI, like for some reason, NFI and Friendly Fire are just both really good at offense. Like, how is that possible? Normally,
does
we see
seem
all the
like it,
defense
yeah.
rounds. Like, if teams are normally tied, we see the defense team, of course, having the better advantage points by not having to move a lot. We see them having points first and all the time. So normally you would have like a 3-3 with the defending team always being ahead. But right now, we're seeing Marsok teams always being ahead for some reason. And it's so weird to see all of a sudden, of course. After round 3.
Hello.
That was
Blake.
Hello, come on.
Hello, Blake. You might have, we are currently casting Friendly Fire, was no fun intended. Yeah, guys, everyone, welcome Blake. He's
Hello.
also part of our team, helping us with a bunch of assets and everything.
Ooh,
quick
Socks, quick
no, wait,
action.
Socks, so quick. Holy shit.
Whoa, look at that. They just wiped out that mid-center with inferior force. No fun intended is not leaving anything be. Look at that, there's a flashlight placed very smartly in the box. So Deadshot is going to have trouble spotting Purzel any moment soon. But, like, if Purzel dies, it's not going to be looking good so far. Remember, there's 3 people down on defense, but 2 of them are quite far from the objective. Sukul is now pushing back, but...
Yeah, Friendly Fire tried to push out very, very fast, but they were unable to actually get some shots out because No Fun Intended were so fast as well, and Socks got 2 kills, I believe, maybe only 1, but I don't know. It all went so fast, and now it's already a decremented defense for Friendly Fire right here.
Yeah, they're gonna have to sort of kind of close the angle down instead of Christus was very much on the east, so right now he's in center, but he used to be here. But because of the threat of being capped upon, which is the biggest shame you can have as a defending team, there is just this. He has to clock it down a little closer to the objective so that they don't get capped. So that's what we're seeing.
Look towards lane 4, I got through lane 2.
Christmas is just holding that angle very well, and no fun intended is continuing to push up a little closer, but as you can see, they're taking their time. They're not wasting any second.
Yeah, that's nothing. Look at Game Reaper where he is sitting. Just complete on the backside, just watching a very, very tight angle.
Yeah, but I understand why he does that, because there could be a potential for flankers, of course.
It's totally true. It's a really nice position I never thought of.
Yeah.
As for watching flanks and everything.
He does have to move up eventually, but this is a very small map, so it's okay.
I mean, yeah, if he trusts his team as well, I mean, he's a good backup, but if his whole team dies, he will obviously have a problem, but right now it does not look like that.
It seems like NFI is holding up back-to-back, as you can see. Like, nobody is going to be able to flank around them at this point.
Just making noise to make you pick it. Don't be a dumbass.
And it would be stupid for Friendly Fire to do so in a 3v5.
Chris is getting down some good shots on Socks, and Socks getting some good return fire, and Christus now has to move position because Socks knows where he is. As we can see, this is dangerous. This is scary. This is scary for Friendly
to move up as well. Not watching the flank anymore, but no threat by NFI at the moment anyways.
Damn. Chocolate coming in with the first smoke. He is trying to cross the path to the objective with the smoke. And he is doing it very well. Deadshot and Game Reaper doing it as well. And now you see them all turning back to the objective. With many shots, free fires being made by Deadshot through the wooden fence. Which is a killing thing. Which is a killing option. Sogs removing the flashlight so that Game Reaper has big sights on it. And that's the first kill by Game Reaper. And they 3 now have chances to push it to the objective. Big shot being pushed out. Purzel being up the objective itself. As the last defender. And that's a nice second point for NFI.
Again, a beautiful execute by NFI. I believe I said it so on the first map as well. That was so on point. They all waited for each other and had one person call it, go now. And then everyone threw in their smokes, threw in their utility, and then they all went. They went off refrags. Yes. They did lose some people, but in the end, their sheer manpower and their coordination in pushing the enemies and surprising them just did it. And beautifully. And that such a well-served point.
Yeah, honestly, what we saw is they were having back-to-back and they were ready for anything. There was nothing that could break that gap. Using those smokes was very smart. Around 3 to 4 smokes, I'd say, 4 or 5 more or less. They managed to block off the entire walk line of the defense so that they could go for a cap, which means that the defense has to move out of the defense point so that they do not get capped. And that is sort of a panic move, and that's what you saw with Friendly Fire. They had to panic because they were going to get capped. Otherwise, they had to get on the objective to get themselves killed instead of being capped.
Yeah, they pretty much didn't have a chance at all. I mean, their defense was flawed anyways already. They did not really have that much of a view on OBJ besides Christmas.
Yeah, quite definitely.
And then you just have to run in and try to prevent a cap. Because if you don't do that, the enemies will most certainly cap.
Yeah, definitely. It's just the way it goes. I think both teams are quite even, but NFI has just proven that they are not afraid, that they don't just back down on the third map and relax. They're showing that what they can do is going to happen the entire time. Free fire. Smokes, smokes, smokes. Many smokes, but Sox is already at the corner! And that's a trade.
Generalist also pushing up so fast in the center and trying to get ready. Stabbing Postal in the back,
What?
getting another
Look
one
at
on
that!
Chris's.
1, 2, 3! Jittery list! What a smart defense! How did you get in there that quickly? Now he has to watch out for Michito.
It's really not fucking nice. Like, I've just killed your friends.
Ooh, and now he got killed himself. 3v1 on the Friendly Fire side. That's not going to be good. Mijito, I'm not sure if he can handle all that stress all by himself.
And yeah, it's not looking good again. That was a really aggressive push by Friendly Fire, which is not a bad thing. They did get a good kill on Sox, which pushed right away, but they completely missed Jittery, going through a big gap right into the center house, getting a backstab on Puzzle, I believe it was, not listening to any footsteps or
Yeah, it was just it went
not
so
recognizing
quick.
them, and then coincidentally Kristen is also sitting right there. No, Mitchell obviously in a
Of course,
bad
that's by the way a
position, trying
big
to take
threat.
the long angle.
And that's it.
Yeah,
Third
nothing
point
much you
for
can do.
Friendly Fire. See, Friendly Fire is getting punished right here on this map. Whoa. Offense and defense, they seem to be really strong on Suburbia.
Yeah, I think Friendly Fire might have given up a little bit on this one. They just try to go for it fast.
I don't think given up. I think that they have
Not
lost. and they're
completely given up,
tired.
but I mean, it wasn't really that much of the tactical advance right there.
Yeah, it's not like how NFI just did it last round. But I also understand that in the chaos, you're not entirely sure how to coordinate things, because they were definitely trying something, but unfortunately it was not the right thing. As you know what I mean. It's
Yeah.
just that's the way it goes. That's the way things goes. They're already playing a 4v5. Maybe. Oh yeah, he got back. Just do it. Got back into it.
No, okay.
So.
Quickly resetting his stats.
But
No,
don't
just
worry,
do
I
it.
captured
He
him. I
joined
captured
new,
him.
right?
Yeah, I think he joined new.
Yeah, just do it. It wasn't in there beforehand. So I'm
Ah.
just quickly switching out a little bit.
Maybe he's here
Someone had
to
to leave,
take the
someone gone.
pride. He's just gonna go. He's just playing one round to take the prize home.
Yeah, just like in football when people get quickly changed in the last few minutes
Imagine
just to say,
him play-
yes, they played in this match.
Yeah, but also it would be just so funny to let someone play the entire time and then not give him a cup to take home because he didn't play the last round.
That would be quite stupid, yeah.
Yeah. I'll win for us. I did everything for us. I'm gonna take this cup home.
I mean, maybe it's the other way around now. Now just do it. Just we'll sell it for no fun intended.
Maybe
He's
he
just-
will. Maybe
He
will.
might be just so bad that whole NFI just turns bad, but I
Yeah.
don't think so. I believe just do it. It's a pretty competent player as well.
It seems to be a match round thus far. It looks so incredibly well so far. Right now, the NFI has the quick spawn, and they're free-firing on both sides, through the boosters, through the wood fences, trying to attack anything and anyone from all sides. But look at what NFI is doing. They're throwing smokes and trying to get full self-control. It looks like it's working for them as well.
So much going on, so many smokes. Game Reaper, Deadshot taking Spawn House.
What is important? They have managed to get a good center line view, but Chocolate is getting closer to Norse, and we're soon going to get some action. And there we have Norse getting out the first kill, maybe knocking down that west push. But there we have Game Reaper killing off Vegito, making it a little bit more difficult for Norse to cross now because he has to watch out for that house. Ooh, why is my G button not working? Give me the gun sights. Okay, now it works.
My position close to, well, how do I say it? Lane 3 to lane 4 by that corner. Left south corner of that park OBJ.
Ah, okay. Call-out's being made. If you don't know how to call it out, you're going to have to describe it as clear as you can, and that's just what he did. It turns dead quiet. The intense focus between the teams. Friendlyfire doesn't want to give up. They're not willing to. But look at Norse. Norsey boy. What are you doing? What? He missed!
Oh.
He missed! This gonna prove vital! No,
And
Norse!
He gets killed by Just Do It. Okay, Just Do It is not the downfall. of no pun
Norse,
intended. Very, very good
Norse.
kill. How did that hit him?
What
That was
the
miles
fuck?
away.
Okay, C4, very big radius. You must know that. Remember
that
shrapnel,
was- yeah,
stuff like that?
I know, but that was like
That was insane.
So
That
far
was
away.
like, yeah, you could
I
still
guess
see the
Diddy
day-to-day.
was already low and hurt by Norse hitting him, I guess, but still. I mean, 2v,
But he...
very nice C4, could try to get a flash gun out. I think it does connect. At least
Yeah,
it
it
should
did
be. Just Do It now going all the way around while that shot is creeping up on that road.
Purzel. You got yourself some real big trouble, but you also made it a slightly less worse. But Just Do It is coming in around the very back side. He is crossing all the way around because he's still got 3 minutes on the clock. Seems like Purzel is moving around, trying to get a first kill out there, but Deadshot is first. Making this the final point for NFI.
Yeah, just Do It, taking it home, doing everything for his team. No, obviously not, but very nice to see him as well play in the match for one round. Yeah, NFI took it home completely. I think in the end it was should be
4-1.
12.
Oh, yeah.
12 to 4-1, but in
12-6.
total 12 to I think
6.
5.
Oh,
5 or
no.
6. Yeah.
So yeah, I wanted to go quickly to the stats before they leave. Just NFI defeated them on the last 3 maps, but it seems that Friendlyfire was able to hold up a really good fight against them. First 2 maps were this close, so Friendlyfire in the future is going to be a really big danger if they move past the "I'm getting tired, boss."
They did do way better than AGM and newbies against NFI. So I mean, not way better. 6 points and 4 points, obviously not that big of a difference, but it's
wow.
at least doing a little bit better. And we'll see from here. NFI seems to be pretty much an unstoppable force at the moment.
Yeah.
They might be the next world champions, or at least the European champion. Right now, with the
It's starting
third
to
week
look like it, definitely.
starting tomorrow, it does look like it. I'm wondering who next week. Look what the standings are right now.
Yeah, it's
But no, the only team behind them is OVL, so we might see OVL against No Fun Intended.
on next
next
week,
week,
definitely. But NFI, I am very looking forward to seeing them next time. We might cast them more because they have initially asked us, just like Friendlyfire, to get casted, and this is worth it. This is the gameplay that we want to see, not the brawl stuff.
Yeah.
This is NFI. We just saw here on Suburbia, back to back, even all the way from the back end of the spawn of the map, making sure that they don't get flanked. Their teamwork, their coordination, their map knowledge, their team knowledge, their team motivation, it's just so high. They're on a race to get to that number 1 spot.
They are just so much on top of the other ones, and we have yet to find an enemy that is really a threat to them.
Exactly.
So let's hope we see more of that.
So
I'm excited.
now, we're gonna have to close the cast. Thank everyone for watching. Coordinator, you have any last words?
Everyone have a good night and enjoy the rest of the weekend, a few hours.
Alright, this was Gate 3 with Beamer and Coordinator from the Mighty Isles, and we'll see you next time.